Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we are going to be talking about some breaking news, some very unexpected news, and that is going to be regarding a Chelsea center back, because yes, it is true that Barcelona are looking to bring in Chelsea's center back Rüdiger. He is a 29-year-old German center back that clearly does have a lot of experience within his career. He is very relied on by Tuchel in Chelsea because he is considered as the #1 player that has received the most amount of minutes within that club, with a total of 3,690 minutes. And so we're not just talking about a young center back. We're not just talking about a center back is not really used at his current club. We're talking about a center back right now, Rüdiger, that is very important for a specific club, and that is Chelsea. And Barcelona are looking to bring in this player. So if we look at these pictures here, we can clearly see the agent arriving at a meeting to meet with Alemán and Johan Cruyff. It does say here that a secret negotiation has taken place between Rüdiger's agent Alemán and Johan Cruyff that was taking place on Wednesday. Barcelona is very interested in this player because he is a free transfer. So if you guys are wondering, okay, so what's going to be the proposal that Barcelona are going to be giving in? So it does say here, according to Gerard Romero, the meeting between Johan Cruyff, Alemán, and Rüdiger's agent is valued positively by the player's environment. The club has offered a contract that includes terms lower than proposals compared to the other clubs. And so we know that this player here, he has been demanding for very high wages from other clubs, whether, I do not know, right? I do not know who he's linked with. Maybe it could be Bayern, maybe it could be Liverpool, Man City, Inter Milan, whoever, right? Anywhere within the top 5 leagues in the world, he is asking for high demands, and Barcelona right now are considered to be the club that does have the lowest offer. So it's a very similar case to the one of Kessie, Christensen, and Aubameyang, where Barcelona are giving these players very low wage contracts. But the reason why Barcelona have been able to bring in these players, it is because they know how to sell the project. They know how to sell that this Barcelona club under Xavi Hernandez, it is a winning team, and Barcelona are going to have to do the exact same thing with Rüdiger. Now, based off the information that we have been hearing, Barcelona are very intense in terms of this transfer. They're really on top of this situation, and they want to have this situation under control, meaning that they want to know every detail about this potential transfer that could happen in the summer. And they also want to know the player willingness, whether he really wants to join this club, yes or no. And again, Barcelona are very interested in this center back because he will be coming in for free. And we have also heard some other very interesting reports coming from Gerard Romero, who has stated that Rüdiger wanted his agents to meet Barcelona after he saw Barcelona win Real Madrid 4-0. So maybe not only is Rüdiger making this decision to go to Barcelona, maybe it wasn't just about this game where Barcelona did win 4-0. Maybe he's looking at this and saying, okay, let's look at the bigger picture. This Barcelona team, not only are they beating teams like Real Madrid 4-0, but we see that there is a evolution, right? A revolution that's going on within this club. Whatever Xavi has been doing with these players, he's building a real team, and he is making this team become much more competitive. I want to be part of that type of team. So there is a lot of optimism, right? When it comes to Rüdiger coming to Barcelona, Barcelona are interested. This player may also be very interested in going to Barcelona because he does want to be in a winning team. But here's the main thing that I do want to talk about when it comes to this topic here. And let's take a step back and get away from all of these details, right? Because eventually we are going to be hearing brand new details, maybe Barcelona backing off away from this deal, etc., etc. We do not know what's going to be happening next, but let's take a step back and actually look at the bigger picture of this whole thing, because I don't like to just talk about what's currently going on. I like to assess the big picture, right? Looking at the whole thing as a collective, what's currently going on in Barcelona. And I'm going to be explaining what I do mean by this, because a part of me, when I did hear this piece of news, does make me very nervous. And again, I'm going to be explaining exactly what I do mean. But first, I want to say this. If Barcelona end up doing something like this, and by the end of this summer, we see our center back options becoming Christensen, Eric Garcia, Rüdiger, Araujo, and Gerard Piqué, that is phenomenal. That would be amazing. That is going to be something that many are going to be so happy to see. And then when we go into the summer of 2023, the moment we see Gerard Piqué leave, because yes, of course, he is around 34, 35 years old, we could see him leave in the summer of 2023 after he does finish this World Cup later down this year, and he finishes one more season with Barcelona. It's okay for him to leave, because after that, we will have a total of 4 different center back options, which will be Christensen, Garcia, Rüdiger, and Araujo. And if you were to tell me that we are going to be left with these 4 center backs, 4 very solid center backs, it would be phenomenal. It would be great work. It's going to be a moment where we are going to be cheering, we're going to be celebrating, we're going to be very thankful from the work coming from Mateo Alemán and Johan Cruyff, right? We're going to be popping bottles and celebrate, because again, we're going to be like, this is a great defense that Barcelona do have, and we're all going to be happy. We're going to be analyzing, okay, we can have so many different formations. We can have a 3-4-3 with Araujo, Christensen, and and Garcia, or maybe a Christensen, Araujo, Rüdiger defensive line. Maybe go into a 4-3-3 with two center backs being Garcia, Araujo, Garcia, Christensen, Garcia, Rüdiger, Rüdiger, Araujo, Araujo, Christensen. So many different ways, so many different options, right? We're going to be like, this amount of depth is so good. But here's the part that does get me very nervous, and I want everybody to pay attention to what could happen in the near future, and we should not be surprised once we do hear this, maybe potentially in about a few days. So here it is. Hearing this news about Barcelona bringing in Christensen and now seeing that they're going for Rüdiger, the fact that we're hearing this news at the same time, right? At the very same time Barcelona is having difficulty trying to renew Araujo, that, my friends, is the part that does get me very nervous. Because why do I feel like Barcelona might potentially be preparing for the exit of Araujo, right? Because the moment we find out and the moment we see, right, by the end of, let's say, the summer of 2023, for example, or maybe in the summer of 2022, we never know, because maybe Barcelona might want to sell Araujo if they cannot renew this player, right? Let's just say, for example, either in the summer of 2022 or in the summer of 2023, we see Barcelona bringing Christensen and Rüdiger, but only for the sake of replacing Ronald Araujo. That would be a big mistake, a big mistake. And whether that happens in the summer of 2022 or in the summer of 2023, because what Araujo has been for Barcelona has been so much, and what he has been, especially within the past 3 years, we have to be grateful for that, because the way that he fought for this badge, the way that he sacrificed, and how he sacrificed a lot for Barcelona, the way that he was able to be that bright light against a very dead team under Koeman, under Valverde, under Setien, that has been something that Barcelona do have to be very grateful for, exactly like how they have been grateful for Ansu Fati and Pedri, and how they have renewed their contracts, because Barcelona do need to meet Araujo halfway, because Araujo has shown that he can be one of the best center backs in the world and will be someone that would fight for this badge. And many of you guys might be saying, no, Kevin, you're wrong. Christensen and Rüdiger have more experience, they're better than Araujo, but we're talking about a center back, right? A Uruguayan young center back that's only 23 years old. Like, the fact that Araujo was able to get close to the level when it comes to defending, like Rüdiger and Christensen, two players who are older than Araujo, the fact that he was able to get close to their level at the age of only 22, 23 years old has been phenomenal. Like, we're talking about a player that can be within the top 3 best center backs in the world in about 1 to 2 or maybe even 3 years time. Now, we have heard some reports going on in Spain stating that there's no links between the possible signing of Rüdiger and Araujo's renewal, but again, I like to assess the whole thing and what we could go on, because I would not be surprised when we start to hear that these journalists are making up stories about Araujo maybe leaving Barcelona, and that Barcelona are looking to replace this player with Rüdiger and Christensen, which is the main reason why Barcelona are so attentive of bringing in so many different center backs, because they have been doing this back to back when it comes to bringing in Christensen, bringing in Rüdiger, and looking for many other center backs. So I just do find it very confusing, right, on why it is taking so long for Barcelona to renew this player. Like, of course there is going to be a salary cap when it comes to Araujo. Like, we're not going to be paying the center back 40 million a year, 30 million a year, 20 million a year. But if Araujo is asking for numbers like Ansu Fati or Pedri, then you better give Araujo that type of contract. As a matter of fact, Araujo has been doing this longer than Pedri, and Pedri was the first one to get renewed. And so it would just not make any sense for Barcelona to deny Araujo's contract renewal, even though he is only asking for numbers very similar to like Pedri and Ansu, and then you bring in someone like Christensen and Rüdiger, when your number one solution towards having a great defensive line and taking that first big step would be with Araujo. So I would like to think that the best case scenario in the future would be for Barcelona to have Araujo, Christensen, Rüdiger, and Eric Garcia. Barcelona making it a priority to renew this center back and putting him next to other great center backs like what we are currently looking at. That is what I would like to think. That is what I hope Barcelona do end up doing. But again, it does make me very nervous. But let me know in the comment sections down below, what do you think about this signing about Rüdiger coming to Barcelona in the summer of 2022? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.